Yo, 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 what's good? It's your boy Phoenix J, and we're back with another episode. In fact, we're back with part two of our instrument approach. And we're not going to waste any time because we need to jump in, jump out. I want to show you how to get into this and how to set your airplane up. We are in the Mooney, the VOR Ovation Mooney here in Microsoft 2020. And as you can see, I've got the Santa Barbara VOR Runway 25 chart pulled up. We're just out here in Santa Barbara, just flying around here. And so without further ado, let's get into it. What we're going to do is I'm going to turn out here to the south. And what we're going to do, we're going to flip around and head towards the GVO VOR. All right, so the first thing we need to do is we're going to track that 099 heading. That's going to be our initial course heading outbound the Gaviato VOR. So what we're going to do, I'm going to come down here and I'm going to jump in. So here's our CDI. Here's what we're going to be using to this yellow broken arrow is what we're going to be using to track our course headings. All right. So all of these headings, 099 and 279, that is the radio. That is the radio off of the radio degree course off of the GVO VOR. All right, so what we do is we're going to put 099. First things first, make sure you have the frequency plugged in to your nav1 radio, which is 133.80. From there we can go ahead and spin this around to 090 or 099. Is 090, 095, looks like 100. So we'll do right there. All right, so it's showing that it's behind us, and we'll need to fly to the east to grab it. All right, so what we're gonna do, take our aircraft, we're gonna make a right turn. So we'll flip around, we'll turn our heading bug around, let the airplane spin around, and we'll go ahead and catch the Gaviato VOR. Now, some things we need to remember. We need to be at 6,000. We're going to maintain 6,000 until we reach ZAX. During our course reversal turn, we're going to descend, and we'll maintain, we're going to go all the way down to 2,100. We're going to hold on to 2,100 until we get back to ZAX. And from ZAX, we're going to start a timer for 6. We'll see what we're doing about we do about 90 knots on approach speed. So at 90 knots we should get there. We can reference our ground speed. At 90 knots we should do about 471 degrees descent per minute. That'll give us that 2.96 glide slope, and that should take us about 4 minutes. So we'll start the timer. We'll try to maintain our descent rate and our ground speed, and we'll see what we can get into. Hopefully we can get it down into the airport, and we're gonna solely fly with the nav radio and our course headings. We're not gonna be using any of the GPS functions at all. So we should be able to, as long as we're tracking our radio properly, we should be able to get to that displaced threshold. Remember, we're not flying straight in. We're going to be looking for that displaced threshold to come up on us on that on our left, right off of our left side there. We're going to give it some power. We can go ahead and fly this approach with some speed, and Doing pretty good. And we'll come back and do it again, and we'll do part 3. Will be with the Boeing 737 aircraft, which is relatively the same. You set your nav radio like your nav frequency like you set your ILS frequency, and you can turn in your course to put in your course headings where you would put your approach course for the ILS. And from there, you use the localizer, the VOR localizer button, to track the course heading off of the VOR, rather than the lateral nav or the L nav. So that's just a little difference in the aircraft. Now, of course, the 737, it's gonna move you a lot quicker, right? So there goes that needle. It's starting to move in. You see it moving. We're gonna go ahead. What we can do is we can arm the nav mode, and what it will do is it'll try to maintain that center or that nav track on that 099. Let's go back on heading mode, get it to turn over. We overshot a bit. All right, so now we zig. I don't want to chase it though. All right, we'll grab it. Nav is there, so it should grab it. That's one thing you don't want to do, is be chasing this thing all over the place. So you get yourself in a zigzagging situation. So we'll let the nav have it. We'll let it hold on to it. Also need to keep an eye out, because we don't have any well, we have some approach fixes in the GPS, but we're not following any of we're not going to follow the GPS track. So what we should do, in essence, we should be looking for 20 nautical miles from the Gaviota VOR. Once we get to be about 20 nautical miles from the Gaviota VOR, we're 6 miles from the airport. All right, we'll be 6 miles from the airport. Once we get to about 8 nautical miles, we'll start flipping in to that 144 heading, and then we'll set the course heading for 279, flip back around to that 324, and we'll start that descent down to 3,000. Once we get to this 3,000, we intercept that 279 radio. We'll drop down to 2,100. We'll wait for Zax. Once we get to Zax, we'll look for a 4-minute ride down to Marins. All right, and minimums are gonna be 200. I would say 150. Let's say 150 AGL. At Marins. If we don't see the airport, 150 at Marins, we'll shoot the missed approach. All right, but I think we should be okay. I think. So it looks like winds are really working us out today. Really working us out today. And I'm pushing fuel and power because what we have is an imbalance in the aircraft, but it looks like it's working itself out. 31 on the left, 36 on the right. Doing pretty good. So we're holding that 6,000. We'll go ahead and put 3,000 in, and that way we're preset there. And just ride it out. So it looks like we got a slight crosswind. It's coming from the east. Just pushing us in. Southeast looks like. All right, so we can check the altimeter here. Oh no, we can't. Yeah, we can. Or maybe we can't. I think the altimeter was set for 2989. I custom set it for the weather that I had for the from yesterday. It was perfect. It was actually perfect. Minimums were actually pretty good. So we'll keep 2989 as our altimeter. We just heard we just got the one of the markers went off. It looks like we're about 15 nautical miles away. And you see Zach's, we do see Zach's here. It's like we slightly left of it. That's because we had 100 set. Should be 099 should be our course heading. So that's the thing, you gotta make sure your course heading is correct, otherwise you'll be tracking off, slightly off of the approach. I move this out of the way for a bit. Like a 099 it could be. Like 098 degrees is what it's saying, but we all right. We're gonna keep it. Keep what we have. So there's Zach's. Should be 20.7. Roughly 20.7. This looks like 20.4. So in 1 mile, what we'll do is we'll track 144. Alright, so we're 7 miles. Eight miles. So let's go ahead and go heading mode. Aircraft should turn to the right. And let's put in the 279 course heading. We probably should have went the other way. It's all good. Come on. 279. Up too far. 627. 28. 279. All right. Got a course heading in there. And fly. We'll fly away from it. Let it. It's moving slowly but surely. Give us a little distance in between there so that we can make that turn pretty smoothly and come back and intercept it. I don't want to prematurely make that turn. It'll be a left turn in. Let's go ahead and we'll remove the heading, and we'll start going down. Looking pretty good. Getting that, just basically getting some distance between me and that intercepting line. So once we turn to the 324, got enough to get around pretty swiftly. Make a nice teardrop back in. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually program the frequency into the secondary, and get that to track as well. We'll have it 3 ways. We're going 279. All right, so we got it there and we got it here. All right, so let's go ahead and start our left turn. Start turning back inbound to the 324. And there's 33. To 4. Let's try to get down here. Definitely do a bit better. And we go ahead and click arm so we can arm that arm the altitude so we get to 3,000. We'll know to stop. Right, so the bar is coming back in to us. I intercept that 279 radio. I'm gonna start chasing it. That descend a little bit more. All right, so we're at 4,500. 21. Nope. 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 Boy. Okay, now where's a small spot? Nope. Alright. Alright, let's go nav. It should turn us over and we should now be tracking it. Inbound on that 279 radio. Very slow, very methodical in these smaller airplanes. But that's a good thing because it gives you an opportunity to see what the airplane is doing, it gives you time to set the airplane up. As you can see, we are just getting down to 2100, which is our minimum altitude. We should be at or above 2100 at Zax. We're coming up on Zax here, about 4 miles. All right, so looks like we're about 25 nautical miles from the VOR, which makes us about 5 miles from Zax. We're at 21. We could have probably could have came down a little bit slower, but we're all good. We know that we're at our minimum altitude for that waypoint. We got the localizer captured, or not the localizer, but we've got the 279 radio captured here. Got it here and here. One of them seems to be a bit off. I'm not gonna mess with it too much. All right, fuel is looking good. We're gonna turn our lights on. So if we take a look outside for a second, as you can see, we're right over the water. We can see right below us, so we should be okay in terms of getting in, as long as that fog layer doesn't catch us, you know, on the inside. All right, so we're coming up on Zax. Gonna arm that 1100. Start the timer. We're doing, let's see, we're doing about 160. Coming down 140. Let's try to hold 140. All right, boys, so look, we're good. I can see the runway. Minimums are well within our minimums. We've not even got to Marin's yet. But I've got the runway in sight. We're descending about 500 a minute, so we start slowing down here. Start slowing her down. Yeah, we know. When I get the gear down, that'll create some drag as well. Looks like we're getting at 1300. I'm gonna disconnect the autopilot. Get the flight directors out of there. Get flaps out. Try to maintain 500 feet per minute. Hold that heading. Looks like we've got 2 reds and 2 whites there. But with another notch of flaps, give it a little power. Don't do it at 90 knots. We're looking like right at 100. It's coming down 500 feet per minute, looking good. All right, let's make sure prop is full in. Good to go. Got brake pressure. Lights are on. Flaps are full. We've been cleared to land. Pitch the nose down. Some airspeed. All right, looks like right on 90 knots. Bit high. Drop the nose. Line it up. It's about 95. Wind's kicking us around. Dang, I forgot to start the little replay. The replay guy. It's all good. We just do that. Boom. All right. Get you out of there. Come on, buddy. All right. Now let's grab that center line back. Go. All right, 1 red, 1 white, 4 red, or 3 reds. Try to hold the altitude a little bit. Oh. Right at 90 knots. Got that displaced threshold. It looks, what we doing? All right, 2 reds, 2 whites. Woo, winds are kicking, boy. That nose down. Come on. All right, boys. Looks like we might have it. Go ahead and put it down. Hold it off. Let it bleed that little airspeed that we have. And we got a nice long runway. Not ideal to float this long though, but we're getting down. Put the nose down, and we'll go on nose braking. We'll take it off right here to the left. And ladies and gentlemen, that is how you fly, sorta. In a nutshell, that's how you fly a instrument approach down to your minimums using that approach and using the VOR radios. I hope the video was it was good for you. I hope you guys learned something new. I hope I see you guys trying the VOR approaches a little bit more. It gives you something else to do besides just shooting at ILS. All right, boys, so I'm gonna leave you with the replay. You guys have a great rest of the week, and I holla. Phoenix Shay is out.